Short of the perfect, steady dripping sauce, young, keeping the tongue wet. But buzzing with the honey, sitting king with a throne yet. Ollie bang a body while your nigga ain't home yet. He fucked up, so I let him fuck nigga go. You did your big one, I'm still doing bigger dough. Played you the ball to score, but you dropped it. Wasn't in his plan, so of course my guy blocked it.
The way you walk and the way you stare, never mind my test. Then I think I'm out of his love. Made me wanna lose control.
Diddy kitty, I'm back up on the market. Picking a player pocket, I'm about to have him starving. Taking the loops, knocking boots, my body rocking. Never the two, I'm the one, so nigga stop it. Yeah, karma finna pay me stacks. Another new trick, watching so relate this back. Finna have it don't lock like a chokehold. I don't got no time for a bro code.
Let me go, but I'm let to go. Let me go, but I'm let to go. Let me go, but I'm let to go.
Don't forget to get your Queen of the Ring merch at QOTRmerch.com.
It's Oliver here with a quick Twix tip. Listen, follow all of the in-app suggestions you see in Professional Dashboard. Like seeing all the next steps for growth from the homepage, or going to the creation page and looking at the top suggested videos that can be recreated as reels. All of those suggestions are there to help you, so take the time to explore, because your next viral moment may just be one click away.
Don't forget to get your Queen of the Ring merch at QOTRmerch.com.
Hey you! Come here right quick. Facebook has done something it's never done before. They've given their creators the cheat code to get all the tea on who's following them. I'm finna show you how we are cracking the system. It's Oliver Twix here, back with another Twix tip on how to be a successful content creator on Facebook. Making money doing what you love as a creator is all about the customer. And in the digital space, it's the follower. I'm going to share some tips for reviewing your insights on Professional Dashboard, specifically followers. So get out your pen and paper. Head over to Professional Dashboard and click the Insights tab to access your insights. Today, we're going to only focus on follower insights. Now listen, you must have at least 100 followers that are not also your friends in order to learn more about your audience. These metrics here include net followers, which is the number of new followers minus the number of unfollows during a specified time period. Now, my personal fave is age and gender, which tells the estimated age and gender distribution across your audience. Listen, Professional Dashboard has all the steps on what it takes to be a monetized creator on Facebook. Now it's time you get to moving by creating content that gets you started on the right path. And I'll see you soon. Mwah. Yeah. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Get a line, but it's better celebrate. Play it one time, you gon' play again and again. Come one, come all, from all the tennis. CWIS is the winner. Ha! Yo, what's going on, folks? It's Oliver Twix here, your nerd boy cutie reporting for duty to do the Lord's work once again. And we are back in the Twix exclusive classroom for In the Mix with Twix, your weekly digest for the hottest commentary on reality TV, social media, and pop culture through my lens and those of my friends. It is my pleasure to introduce my bestest squirrel and girlfriends for tonight. Of course, as always, the ultimate queen of the ring from MTV's Making the Band and Brooklyn's finest, Babs Bunny, everybody!
Wow.
Yes, and filling in for Angeline Preston, everybody. Also from Making the Band Season 3, Season 1, Dominique, everybody. What's going on, Dominique?
Hey, y'all.
Yeah. Oh my God. And we are in the mix. Now listen, our girl Angelique is out for tonight, but of course we are joined with a last minute save from our girl Dominique. How are you?
I am good and pregnant, baby. When I say this baby is getting so heavy, I'm officially 8 months and I'm pushing through. Things are so great, but your girl's getting real heavy, so.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I was waiting for my little moment. Hi, Babs.
Hey, Dominique. How are you?
I am so glad to be meeting you on this platform.
Ew, girl. We outside.
Come on, New York City cuties.
Yes, I wish I was pregnant and having a baby.
Girl, this is number 3. I have a set of twins. So,
Well, God bless you. You are lucky.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
girl. Well, the baby gonna hear some stuff tonight, honey.
Listen, I'm aware she is, and she gonna be all right. She'll forget by the time she come out.
Yeah, there she go.
Oh my God, in what world do we ever have a Making the Band meetup like this? Of course, in the mix, you know what I'm saying? Of course.
I love it.
Babs, what were you doing this weekend?
Listen, I was working this weekend. I'm in the process of finishing up my book. And so I was just in a zone. And being mommy, you know, my son be acting like he don't want me to have no type of life. And I am here to just serve him. So that's what I was doing.
The mommy glow on you just looks so nice. I love to see and hear you talk about being a mother because you be going all in. Like, I hope your son is grateful he has Babs Bunny as his mother because you seem so dedicated to the job.
I be telling him he owe me. I'm like, yo, you owe me.
Okay.
Like Nas.
Like, for real. I don't listen. When you get grown, you gotta set
Run that back. Run that back.
Run that back, baby. Run that back.
Now, Dominique, remind me, are you a New York native?
Yes, born and raised in the Bronx, New York. High Bridge, where you at?
What?
Yes. 100%. 100%.
Damn.
I had no idea.
Yes. I'm from the Bronx. I'm from High Bridge. Born and raised. I've spent some time I went to boarding school in Massachusetts and lived in the DMV for many years. That's one of my favorite places. And I went to college out there too. But I'm a Bronx native, BX girl, all the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Shout out to New York. We got.
I went to the University of Maryland at College Park. Go Terps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, I went to the University of Tompkins Avenue in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, okay? I was on the block, okay? Rolling the dice, okay?
Babylonia, it never fails.
This is gonna be the night.
It never fails.
Oh my gosh.
Listen,
I need the laughs. I do.
we go live every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on the Oliver Twist YouTube channel. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when we are in the classroom. Let's get into it. Okay, so the question of the day is it healthy to stay friends with your ex? This is a popular question amongst the squirrels and girls. And Babs, I think I want to go to you first because I heard that. So I know you got something good for me.
Listen, I'm friends with a lot of my exes, right? It really hurts me when my exes don't want to speak to me, when they get a new boo and they try to ghost me and act like, you know, they can't be in my life because they got a new boo. Like, I really feel like, you know, exes are a part of my life. And just because we are not together, that doesn't mean I want to never talk to you again, never be around you again, or anything like that. And so, listen, when I had my baby shower, it was like 3 of my exes at my baby shower. Like, so, yeah. I'm the ex. I'm the cool ex, you know. And sometimes the new girlfriends, they be having a problem with it. But I be like, girl, relax. Like, as long as you could cook and I could eat, come over and eat, we A-okay, boo. I don't want her no more. We been there, done that, boo.
I just want to know, what kind of loving are you giving that you can have a baby shower with 3 of your exes present at one space and time and no shit jump off?
That's that good Libra energy. You know, when one of my exes, she had her girlfriend there with her, and her girlfriend did get mad. Like, oh, why her family so excited to see you? I'm like, girl, they haven't seen her in a while. We was together for like 3 years. We lived together. Like, my family know her. Like, relax, boo. She brought you here for a reason.
She said what she said. She said what she said.
Dominique, is it okay to still be friends with your ex?
Yes. The easiest answer is yes. And I think I have to go to, it depends on where you are in your own journey, right? And who the ex is. Because not all exes come in the same, you know, shapes and size. You know what I mean? Some people acting crazy still. And like, for example, I mean, I'm married. I've been with my husband for 12 years. And we have been married for 8. And so, I mean, damn, I guess, yeah, 8. I was going to say 8 going on 9. But we've been married for 8 years. And first of all, who I was at the beginning of my relationship and my marriage is so different than who I am now. Like the growing that I've done as a human, and my husband as well. And I think like the Bronx girl in me at the beginning of my relationship, or maybe even previous relationships when I was younger, was like, you know, no, why are you talking to this person or that person? And that's not grown up, Dominique. I really believe that relationships are important. All types of relationships. I'm not talking about, you know, sexual relationships. And so I think that there are some exes that you have either a familial relationship with, like Babs just said, where, you know, I have an ex from my teenage years who was not, you know, it wasn't a grown up relationship, but my family is still connected to him. And, you know, like, and it doesn't impact my husband at all. He'll call me in front of my husband, like, yo, what's up? How you and the fam and the kids, and vice versa, because he's now married with kids. So, and then I have an ex who, you know, yes, I'm still connected to, and he is like super, super cool, but also wanted to come to my wedding. And I had to say no, because back then he wasn't a clean ex. I feel like he was still in that, if I could get it, I will. And as a spoken for a woman, as a person who's not playing that, I'm like, yeah, nah, bro, you can't come to the wedding. You can't come to the wedding. That's not happening. But nowadays, I'm like, if you were acting the way you're acting today, you could absolutely come to my wedding. But you got to be on the right shit. I got to be on the right shit. That's I think it requires a super serious level of maturity. And to Bab's point, like with the exes getting jealous and all of that, I think it speaks to people's values and beliefs about relationships. And in some cases, a lack of maturity. Some people really do feel like if you have any friends of the opposite sex, or if you are in a same-sex relationship, having girlfriends if you gay is a problem. And I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
In the gay world, we don't really play all that friends with the ex shit because, it could go real south real quick. You know what I mean?
Say more. Say more. I need to hear about this.
Just being in a realm full of men, sometimes men cannot control their urges and their physical attraction and all those things. So 1 minute we friends, the next minute we in the bed, then we bros, then we enemies. It's just crazy. So I'm definitely of the firm belief that, yeah, we just can't be friends. No, we can't. I don't think I have the maturity because I know I still treat men that I've dated in the past as if they're still my man. Open the door, go get this. Can't you? That's the type of energy that I still operate in. So it's just like, for me, it's better that we just not be around each other.
But it's also case by case. That's exactly my point. Yeah. It's not a blanket answer for everybody. Mm-hmm. I remember when I first started dating my husband, some girl who was doing the most. And my husband is such a, he's like a nerd, I feel like, I don't want to say this. I really don't want to say this on the internet, but I used to say to him, you don't realize a girl's trying to get there until she on her knees trying to give you a blowjob. Like that, like the guys who are what I mean? Like they oh, she's just being so nice. I'm like, come on, B, you got to see through the see-through. And that for me is a problem. When I can see it a mile away and you can't, that's different. But I think that it really depends on your situation and how mature people are. And being able to have a third eye and see people's intentions.
It does, because I can't be friends with an ex that I still have feelings for.
Exactly.
I'm not going to be a friend. I still got feelings for you, and I'm going to watch you be with somebody else and act like I'm cool with that. That's mad fake. I'm not doing that. And then I'm just gonna try to ruin your relationship. I'm gonna try to slide you, and that's gonna be a part. So I can't do that. And I'm gonna be calling you at 3:00 in the morning. Pick up the phone. What? So I can't do. If I got feelings for you, it's a dub. We can't be friends. Holla at me when I'm over you. Then we can hang out.
I had a friend that I didn't date, but we were that on and off, type of thing. And we had hung out this summer in Dallas, and he's getting married soon. And I was like, well, let me see how I'm going to act around him. Because typically, I'm used to him being, us in this type of energy. Let me see what just happens. And you know what? I was able to get through it. Now, when the fiance did call, I did get an attitude, and I did walk away. I did catch a whole attitude. And I was like, bitch, this is my time. You get married to this motherfucker. What the fuck you calling for? But then I was like, Eddie, you got to calm down. This is definitely this man's man. You don't have no jurisdiction here no more. So, yeah, I failed in this test. I failed miserably.
I got one more thing to add on this, because I don't know if the two of you are in relationships right now.
Single.
But okay, then
single,
ready to mingle. I'm with it.
I'm
but I also will say,
nobody's single.
I have these feelings, and you got to respect your partner. I feel like if anybody came around and my husband was like, no, then it got to be a no. And again, that requires a level of maturity, but you got to respect the relationship.
Facts. I'm on that type of time too. If it's shut down, it's shut down. That's just it. Ain't no back and forth. Ain't no none of that. Clip that is over.
Back and forth. Mm-hmm. Listen, the question of the day, is it healthy to stay friends with your ex? Great conversation. Let's keep it going down in the live chat as we get into our to-do list. We first want to bring our respects to a fallen musical legend and icon, okay? Clark Kent, my friends. Brooklyn native and veteran producer DJ Clark Kent has died at age 57 after his 3-year battle with colon cancer. DJ Clark Kent aka Rodolfo Franklin, got his start as a New York DJ in the late 80s and went on to produce tracks for rappers like Rakim, Cannabis, Lil Tariq, and Kanye West. He's also worked on projects alongside Jay-Z, B.I.G., Notorious that is, and Mariah Carey. During one of his final interviews, Clark Kent spoke on his career as a DJ and promoter, saying, "We are the backbone to the culture. We really have to do a lot harder to make sure that our culture doesn't go away because of so many things that are not good." Now, how do you guys feel when heard of this legendary producer's passing, and how has his career impacted you? Babs, the rapper on the panel, the legendary rapper on the panel, I would let it go to you first.
The legendary DJ Clark Kent, Brooklyn's finest. You already know the vibe. I was devastated. I was on a phone call and I'm scrolling through social media, and then I see the post and I just started crying. Like, this is a big hit to Brooklyn. This is a big hit to hip hop. Anybody that come from my era, you already know what time it is. Clark Kent is a legend. Rest in peace to the legend, to the Brooklyn GOAT. And say hi to Biggie. You already know the vibe.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna tell y'all how Babs cussed me out today, right? I was going through now I'm gonna tell them. I was going through the show for today, and picking the topics, and I'm thinking of it as a social media strategist. So I'm like, what's trending right now? What's gonna hit when we talk about it? I was like, Clark Kent. That was a couple of days ago. People may not be talking about it. Babs called me, was like, yo, you a musician, you a rapper. How you dare not have DJ Clark Kent on the show tonight? What?
Did.
Like,
Thank you, Babs.
Babs was about to send the goons on me. Dominique,
and I ain't mad at her.
I ain't mad either, because once I went and did my homework.
We don't go live every day. And at the end of the day, even if we spend 2-3 minutes to pay homage to the GOAT, I just wanted to do that. Me coming from where I come from, I just can't see me going live and not paying homage to the GOAT. And so I felt like all of us should be paying homage to.
Yo, and I appreciate that phone call, because I do have something to say about DJ Clark Kent. But Dominique, I want to go to you first.
Yeah, just, New York City girl here. And so, obviously knew who Clark Kent was. That was my era, right? I'm an 80s baby. I grew up on Biggie, Jay-Z. I mean, he inspired and worked with and produced the people who made me love music. I grew up on hip hop and R&B, and I think the thing I keep thinking about, in addition to hope, praying that he's resting in peace and that his family is able to heal from this, is the impact on our culture. And when we lose people like him, and we look at the state of hip hop as it is now, no shade to the people, that's big. That's what I think about, is like when you start to lose the people who started this stuff and the people who had the biggest impact on the fact that hip hop is the global empire that it is today, right? You can't have that conversation without Clark Kent being in it. When people like that go, I'm like, oh, what's left? Like, who do we have left to keep some semblance of what real hip hop was? And I know Babs can relate to that as a real rapper. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? And so, like,
our legends are not living to be old. I want to see them be old ass men and women. Like, what is going on? We're like, they 50 something years old, not even 60. So to the people, especially my black men, please take care of yourself. Make sure you got health insurance. Go to your doctor. If anything you feel wrong, do not wait. Please go get checked out. Go to your doctor's appointments. If you got to pull up to the emergency room, urgent care, do that. And make sure that you're good, because and eat right, because we already know what's going on with the food. And this is a different time, and the people dropping like flies. And,
listen, the Breakfast Club, I was listening to them talk about this today, and Envy said that the last event that he saw DJ Clark Kent at, maybe a year ago or something, he literally told him, I want you to go on air and I want you to tell people to take care of themselves, go to the doctor. Like, y'all, we got to talk about this in our community. This aversion that we have, which I know all of it is rooted in oppression. I know why we don't trust education system, the medicals. I know that. And we really out here dying preventable deaths.
Yes.
Right? Like we have to go to the doctor, and it's just real. It's not a game. So I'm glad you said that, Babs.
Yes, get a lot. I know a lot of guys out here, they don't even have health insurance. Like, and so at the end of the day, like, go get your health insurance, right? You got kids, you want to live for your kids, you want to live to be old. Just take care of yourself. And a lot of these illnesses are preventable, and they wait so long until they go to the doctor, and then by the time they find out, they telling them they at stage 4. And you know, I know somebody recently that didn't go handle their tooth. They had a tooth infection and they passed away. The infection went through their bloodstream and then they passed away. So like, you even got to go to the dentist. Like, stop playing with your health. Like, that's real. I'm trying to live to be old, and I'm trying to see y'all old too.
Yeah, that's it.
I had a very close friend to me pass this year due to negligence as it relates to going to the doctor and taking care of their business. Black male, not even 33 years old. And I sat front row to them going to the doctor and complaining about this, but not really taking their health serious by getting the necessary insurance, asking the necessary questions, demanding that your physicians answer these questions that you are bringing to them, or you go find you a different physician. And unfortunately, they passed away. Because, by the time they were able to discover what it was, it had already progressed to stage 4. A part of me, it's like, I just think back to the years where I was around them and I was like, are you going to the doctor? Are you doing this? And they just would shrug it off as this and whatever. And now, they're gone. I just think back to, damn, what if they would have taken those warnings serious? Could they still be here today? So please, everybody out there, go get checked out, especially my black men. It's a huge thing for us. I don't know why we don't like going to the doctor, but you need to go. We only get one car, and once the bitch break down, that's it. So take care of it.
Yes, women too. Yeah, you might be in the doctor's in the waiting room for an hour and 12 minutes, but it's worth it, okay? Go sit in that waiting room. I
agree. We got to do it. Take care of ourselves.
Now, before we get off DJ Clark Kent, I just want to shout him out because I did not know his production history that well. So when I first started rapping, I did like my whole deep dive on what I was reading that was like classic hip hop, right? So I was listening to Tupac, I was listening to Sugar Gang, I was listening to all the cuts. And so I had went back and found out about Junior Mafia's first project. And there's 2 songs that stood out to me that's still in my playlist, which is Players Anthem and Need You Tonight. And I think Faith Evans is singing the one that I have saved. And DJ Clark Kent produce both of those songs. And I'm like, oh my God, I love those songs. So yeah, shout out to DJ Clark Kent.
There you go, Oliver.
Yes,
let him know.
Grab your dicks if you love hip hop, bitches. Pop your dicks if you love hip hop. Gotcha. I'm up and want to say it because this is the type of shit that happens every day. Yeah.
Smoke more blunts than a little bit. What are you, an idiot?
Hey, yeah.
Well, I'm not playing. That time period of hip hop, as misogynistic as it was just the fucking best. I can't even.
Yes, it was. That was the best time in life. Okay.
Yeah.
Period.
Used to pack cats and Cadillacs.
Using that's in the stand. Watch a niggas got. Come on now. Bitches rubber dub in the back of the club, straight up.
Hey.
Listen.
Junior Mafia.
Right, so let me ask you, since you a Bob, Oliver, let me ask you this. How do you feel about Kim and Nicki? And I know this is old, but I never really got to ask a true Bob. Not
the eye roll. Bob. He rolled his eyes.
Really true Bob. How do you feel? Do you feel like Little Kim played a big influence on Nicki's image and, how she looked and how, they marketed her and everything?
Come on and keep it real.
Babs, I'm going to answer that question as soon as we get back from a commercial break. Listen, we got Babs and Dominique in the mix tonight. Y'all, I am really enjoying this show, and I hope you guys are. Be sure to share this live and get some more friends into the classroom. Don't go anywhere because there's definitely more in the mix after this. See you soon.
Don't forget to get your Queen of the Ring merch at QOTRmerch.com.
you know.
Hey you! Come here right quick. Summer is a couple months away, and I know you guys are gearing up to make a big splash with your content on Facebook, but let's pause for the cause. Oh yes, come take a quick dive with me. It's Oliver Twix here, back with another Twix tip on how you too can be a successful creator on Facebook. Today is all about reviewing your insights on professional dashboards, specifically post insights. My fave. Getting data is the best way to know how your content is performing, and when you know that, you can strategize better for success at a higher level. Go to Professional Dashboard and click on the tab that says Insights to access them. Once you're there, you'll see different types of insights. Today, we're only focusing on post insights. These metrics include cool things like reactions, which are the number of reactions on your post. Another one of my personal favorite metrics is engagement. Y'all need to know that. Engagement represents the number of reactions, comments, shares, and clicks on your post. Now, this is good information to know, especially when you have bonuses on your posts, because you can see the data and thus make plans on how to be better, which in turn means potentially more money. Okay, ka-ching! And we know it's all about staying in your bag, okay? Professional Dashboard is literally working non-stop to make our experience easier. So head on over there and I'll see you soon.
Oh boy, you know.
We are back in the classroom, joined by Brooklyn's finest, Babs, and standing in for Angelique Preston tonight, Dominique from Making the Band. Dominique, is it possible for you to switch your camera the other way? I'm so sorry. The horizontal.
What you mean? Like the wide way?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Hold on, let me see if I can.
Perfect.
Yeah, y'all give me a second because I'm not very tech savvy. My husband will be very, very ashamed of me for saying that.
No, you got it. I think you just did it. Listen,
Did I
make
do
sure
it?
you guys get your Queen of the Ring merch, okay?
Yes, get your Queen of the Ring merch. You already see. You know what I'm saying? Got the
Ooh, that's so cute, Babs.
Thank you. Rep the brand. You already know. For those who don't know, I own the first female battle league in the world. We 14 years in. I give it up for the ladies. That's what type of time I'm on. So you can tap in with me on YouTube. Go to the YouTube channel, Queen of the Ring Artists, the best spitters in the entire world. They have touched my platform, okay? You already know the vibe. If you want to hear some bars, get in tune and get you some QOTR, Queen of the Ring merch, and rep me in the Queens, period. Even though I'm from Brooklyn.
Period. I've watched those battles and they are something serious. Shout out to Babs for the history.
Yeah, I'm like, now I want to see. I want to hear some real lyricism. So now I'm about to check it out.
Yeah, go check it out. That's where the bars live at. Speaking of bars, let's talk about the barbs. Okay.
Oh, I forgot. I was about to slide into the next topic too.
No, you had said you was gonna answer that question.
Okay, so here we go. So what's your question? Ask me again.
My question is, as a true barb, right?
Okay.
How do you truly feel about Little Kim and Nicki when Kim came in the game? I mean, when Nicki came in the game, do you feel like she didn't get her inspiration from Kim as far as like her appearance and all that? I'm not talking about her flow, not because they don't rap the same. I'm just talking about, the appearance, the marketing, how they marketed her and all of that stuff.
I definitely do think there's evident, clear inspirations that Nicki did. And she's been very vocal about it, from the cover art where she had on the superhero costume and the same Little Kim pose, sampling, remixing some of Lil Kim beats, digging into like the sexual aspect, definitely. And I'll even go as far as to say maybe some of the Barbie persona and the aesthetic also inspired Nicki Minaj. I believe so, yeah. And Nicki's talked about it, yeah.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Shout out to Nicki. Shout out to the Queen Bee.
I I think from my vantage point, I feel like the business with Lil Kim and Cash Money got in the way of the whole Nicki situation. When it came to like Kim was supposedly signing to Birdman and going over to Birdman, and I feel like just at that point in Lil Kim's career, she was looking for some type of battery to keep her going because she was kind of on the other side. And I think when that fell through, and she saw them go get this younger girl who clearly was inspired by her, I feel like there was something triggering in there for Kim. And I feel like
she was never on the other side. The queen was always sitting on her throne. Let's make that clear right now. The queen was always on her throne. And okay, so a lot of these guys in this industry, they try to put us girls against each other. So at the end of the day, yes, I do think it has something to do with Cash Money being messy, but I don't feel like, you know, Little Kim didn't have a reason for feeling the way that she felt. I don't. And, yeah, Kim was always on her throne. She was never on the other side.
When I say the other side, I mean in terms of like her trackable commercial performance. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm of the same idea too. Like if you the queen forever. I don't think Kim moved in that energy. I definitely do believe when Nicki was first starting out, Kim was bothered by it. You know, ain't nothing wrong with being bothered, but I do think she was bothered.
Hold up, it wasn't just Kim; it was a lot of girls. So let me make that clear. It was not just Kim. It was a lot of girls. Nicki coming in the game was a big transition, but we could talk about that on a whole nother show because that's a whole nother vibe. But it wasn't Kim just feeling the way. It was a lot of girls feeling the way. I am one of them. So it was a lot of girls.
What you was feeling, Babs?
I was going to say, this is definitely a whole other episode that I'm excited to at least watch, even if I'm not here.
Yeah, that's a whole nother episode.
Just real quick, Babs, what you was feeling?
That's another episode. Nothing personal, because I don't know her. So I don't want nobody to think it was anything personal. Just from an artist perspective and watching how the game shift and the politics and all of that, it was a lot of female artists that felt the way.
Ooh, Babs, we're going to have to talk about this later.
I was going to say, get the episode ready because there's enough content here for a whole other episode, for real.
Baby, she better thank God we got to talk about this woman and her bad thing because we will be digging into this, okay? We will be digging into this. New up-and-coming singer Loomis performed the Star-Spangled Banner, okay? Performed the Star-Spangled Banner at the Free and Equal Elections Presidential Debate in Los Angeles this past week where she had a national mishap. Loomis kicked off the event with a live performance and successfully belted out the first few lines of the song, but appeared rattled once she got closer to the higher notes and her voice cracked out of pitch. The artist then proceeded to swear on national television where she asked, "Can I go back, please?" Who had the worst national anthem performance? This went absolutely viral, and a lot of people were comparing this to Fergie. Dominique, you being the notable singer on the panel, what was your reaction to this viral blunder?
I had to go and Google it because I thought it was a spoof. Let me start there. I thought it was fake. I'm not even going to lie to you. I thought it was so dramatic that I thought it was fake. And I'm glad I went and listened to the whole thing because the girl has a beautiful voice. That's the thing. I'm going to give credit where credit is due. The beginning, she had it. It was going well. Like, you know how they do. They play a little part. She was doing fine. And then I understand the feeling. I'm sure you can relate to missing a note. I mean, one of my biggest moments on TV wasn't the perfect pitch. Okay. But you know, what Beyonce would tell us all to do is keep the show going. You know what I mean?
Show going.
What Beyonce, I'm thinking about Beyonce hair in that fan and how whatever she was singing, it was still going while the fan was winding her blonde curls up. Okay, I remember Michelle. I remember Beyonce fell down a couple steps. Get your ass up and let's go. And she did. She knew she had a little, and then she said, no, I didn't forget Matthew. I remember my training. And so That was my first thought. I felt bad for her because I was just like, damn. And then the other big thought I had is, I don't know if you know this, Babs. I'm a school principal. I'm a principal of a middle school, and I think the generation of education of folks coming into education, there's this big conversation around the difference between them and educators of the past. And this new generation, like, I'm all for having the freedom to not code switch, right? I was raised in an era where I learned to and I knew to, and it was a part of my ascension in life and learning how to survive and thrive in certain situations. And I understand the argument for people being like, I want to live in a world where I don't have to code switch. I can be who I want to be. But cursing like that at the fake presidential thing, you got to have the skills to be able to show up in those moments. That's what I'm saying. And I felt like I cursed big time. It's like a thing in me. I fucking love it, right? In the crib. But at the schoolhouse, as the principal, I'm Mrs. Mejia. I'm Principal Mejia. And so when she got on that stage, she knew where she was, but the switching skills wasn't there in that moment. And your girl, it fell down flat, and I felt really bad for her. I felt embarrassed for her. And we in this news cycle. Next week we're gonna be talking about something else. So hopefully she can. Do we know who she's signed to or who her people are? Because I was very even surprised by her beautiful outfit. It didn't feel like for the moment. You know what I mean? It was like a little jean, like a little short jean thing. And it was very cute. Like I said, the girl's cute. She got a good voice. But I was kind of like, who put you up here? Like, what happened? Why they didn't, why they didn't know what the setting was? Like, this was not, it wasn't WrestleMania. Like, I don't know. It was weird.
Y'all New York accents are wild. Who put you up here?
I'm just saying, I really want to know, like, what happened?
So I did a little research on her. She has like 30,000 followers on Instagram. She looks like she's like in the beginning of her career, it looked like she's building a following. So honestly, even though this moment didn't go so great for her, I think just the national exposure, global exposure at this point, ultimately would pay off in the end, because now everybody is like trying to see who this woman is. And when you go to her page, she has an aesthetic, she has a look, she has a style, she does have sound, and she does have music. So maybe this mistake may actually set her up for later success. Babs, what you think?
Yeah, I definitely think it will set her up for later success. Now eyes is on her. Listen, can't nobody do worse than the chick that came out there breakdancing at the Olympics, okay? She is gonna be all right, all right? She actually could sing. That chick couldn't dance, okay?
Not the breakdancer from Australia.
So she'll have time to clean it up, to come back. Look, Doja Cat came out as a cow, okay? And look what happened.
Yes, she did.
So,
baby, you ain't never lied.
Yeah, like, brush your shoulders off, boo. Get up and rock out next time, and the people will love you. That's just where we at right now.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. I can tell she didn't grow up in black church, because in black church, you just keep on going. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
The piano be out of tune. The mic go out because the spit done clogged up.
And you just keep on going.
You just keep on going, okay?
Yeah, gotta go.
But I am happy for her, that her as a new artist, early artist, where she is. This is great for her. Like, this is freaking amazing. She will forever be known as this girl, and this is like a perfect marketing tool for her to use in the future.
Yeah, and listen, I can't judge, because all my life I wish I could sing, right? I'm gonna take some singing lessons so I can hold the little note.
Come on now.
It is a blessing, girl. You don't know how lucky you are that God have gave you the vocals that He have. People would be like, yo, I cannot stand Babs, because if I could sing, girl, that I wouldn't even be talking to people. I would just be singing to people, and the ladies, what?
Oh God.
What? They go crazy.
They really gonna be going crazy.
What? Serenading them out of them drawers early, okay? It's going down.
Babs, you gave me a real what was that girl in Total? Keisha. Is it Keisha?
Which one?
Keisha.
Who what?
The one who had the lower voice. Who was gay?
Nah.
No, that's Pam.
No more. Pam.
That's Pam.
I'm not
Babs.
giving Pam.
Babs.
I'm giving Mary J. Blige. Okay.
My favorite artist of all time.
That's what I'm giving. MJB.
And what song you singing to the? What song you singing?
Can't sing. Yeah.
What you giving them? What you giving them from Mary?
Babs.
What's
Now wait. Babs, did you say Pam's can't sing?
Not a lick.
Why you say that?
Oh, my baby boy.
No, I'm not doing this with y'all. No. First of all, that's Keisha's part. That's Keisha's part. Y'all disrespecting Keisha. That's Keisha's part. See? That's Keisha's part. All right? You're out here disrespecting Keisha and you're singing the wrong damn one. All right?
What part Pam be singing?
It depends on the song.
Whichever part she sang, she ain't singing right.
There's one thing you haven't. Damn.
No.
Okay.
Keisha too. That's Keisha too.
That's
baby,
Keisha.
Yeah. There's one thing.
That's Keisha.
Yep. You and her. La 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 la. She's no. That's Keisha. Stop coming for my girl Keisha.
So what part
Talk about
Pam sing? Wait, we're gonna have to put what part Pam was singing?
Pam had a verse on there too, but you was just singing Keisha verse.
Pam was the rapper.
Pam was the one with the short cut and the glasses, right? That used to
dark skin, thin. Yes.
That's not Pam singing. You're my pride and joy. You're my baby boy.
People ask me how I feel about you.
That's not Pam.
That's Keisha. That's Keisha. Wait. All right. Now because we went to two different songs. We on Kissing You. Don't matter who knows.
That's Pam.
Who sees me thinking about you makes my life complete. That's what I mean by that my whole life changes. That first verse is Pam. You right.
Yeah.
The first verse. Mm-hmm. And then the second verse, which is what I was singing before, is Keisha.
Oh, it's Keisha. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But Pam done fucked the first verse up.
Oh my God, Babs! I thought I had talked you down. I thought I had talked you down.
Now the joke I was trying to get to was Babs, if you had to sing to a Vagina or Mary J song, what song would you be singing and could you give us a line?
Oh my God.
But you done dragged Pam into the ground.
Okay. And for no reason, she out here in the church, y'all. She saved. Leave her alone.
Laying hands. The Lord done changed her.
Listen, Pam dropped her flag. All right?
Pam doing better than you. Let me tell you something. Pam doing better than you, Babs, because God didn't deliver her from that coochie taste out of her mouth, and now she going to heaven with the rest of the straights, and you got to burn with the fire with the rest of us.
Honey. Let me tell you something.
I am finished.
I was raised in the church, honey. They never tell me that. All right, Pam.
Baby, I'm finished with both of y'all's asses. I want to be very clear.
Dropped her flag. All right.
Okay.
Pam dropped her flag and said, I'm not going to hell for y'all, okay?
Very quickly.
I be watching, okay, I know this ain't got shit to do, but hold on. I be watching the little clips on Instagram and they be showing videos of Total, and Pam and the other girl used to have so much tension on stage. Like, what the hell they used to have going on?
Which one?
Whichever one was gay with her.
Keisha?
No. Keisha is married to Omar Epps and has been for like 20 years. And then Kima, you right. All right, fine, goddamn it. I don't know.
That marriage shit. Listen, tell me where your husband at work, boy. I be over there.
We started so much shit. I don't know shit about none of these people do. Listen. On to some stuff we do know about. I so enjoyed that segue. That just made my night. Okay. Lil Durk is going to the Slammer. Okay, he is being charged with a murder for hire conspiracy that involved the slaying of Savia Robinson, who was gunned down in August 2022. Authorities say the shooting, which was meant for rapper Quando Rondo, was ordered by an unnamed suspect in retaliation to a 2020 shooting in Atlanta that killed Chicago rapper King Von. The indictment alleges that Lil Durk made it widely known amongst his network that he would, quote, pay a bounty to anyone who killed Rondo and even reward them with lucrative music opportunities. Do you think Lil Durk is innocent in this situation? Dominique, I want to go to you first on this topic. What's your reaction to seeing what has happened to Lil Durk?
I'm sad about it. Because I'm just thinking about where he is right now. And I don't know where he was in 2022. I don't want to speak to how the death of, Vaughn, who, they were this, right? I don't want to speak. I don't know how deeply impacted he was. We all know where Durk is from. We all know the life that they come from and what their careers were born out of. Their careers were born out of the lifestyle that everybody wants to try and be like, oh my God, Durk, you got money now. You should be past that. And when you grow up in that, it's just not that easy. Like, I don't like the idea that people make it seem like it's so easy to unlearn the behaviors of your entire existence, your entire upbringing. Like, that's really hard for me. And I'm not justifying anything that took place or didn't. I don't know, right? I don't know what the man did or didn't do because I wasn't there. But being from where I'm from and seeing stuff like this growing up, it's hard for me to hear when people just make it seem like, oh, now you got resources, get that out your system, because nobody lives like that. No, it's not that easy for anybody. And so I know they always circulate these clips of Wallow, right? Giving these speeches to these young men and really dropping jewels and talking about his own experience and trying to teach them. And the truth of the matter is, Wallow is a miracle. Wallow's situation is an exception in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? You know how they talk about the 1%, like him doing all the years that he did in prison and coming out and turning his life fully around. Most people don't live like that. Most people don't get the opportunity or unlearn the ways fast enough to be there. So for me, it's hard to hear people act like they in Durk's shoes and it's so simple. Now you got millions of dollars. You could just forget that your best friend in the whole wide world was murdered. Like, again, not justifying anything that may or may not have happened, but that's the thing that's been stinging me the most, being from a place that is similar to where he comes from. It's just not that simple, and people making it seem like it's that simple is annoying to me. Like, you just don't know. You don't know. When people tell you leave your stupid ass ex alone, why are you still messing with him? Like, it's that, right? Like, it's how easy it is for somebody to look at somebody else's situation and be like, damn, I can't believe you got yourself... And you out here, your mom's still with that abusive stepfather that been doing whatever they've been doing to you since you were 6. Like, I don't want to put that on nobody, but I'm just saying that bothers me when people step outside their own situation and can easily look at and judge somebody else's and make assumptions. And I don't really fuck with that. I also don't fuck with murder for hire, to be clear.
I love how you put that, because I was definitely one of the people who's like, how can these guys be making all this money and still engaging in criminal activity? What the fuck is going on? But hearing you lay it out the way you did, it does give me a different perspective. Babs, what's your perspective on what has happened to Lil Durk?
Well, I definitely, we're going to stand on innocent until proven guilty. We're going to stand on that, right? So, I just think this is a sad situation. People been trying to bait him to slide for Vaughn for the longest, and unfortunately, even with Vaughn, like the way, his demise happened, he's coming out of party and then he just pops on somebody, and then in the middle of this fight, he gets shot and murdered. And so for me, I do know, me personally, I do know men that have done football numbers, 15, 20 years, have came home, got their life together. They have a lot of programs for people that's coming out of jail. But this is the thing, though. It took them to go through that to be able to change their life, right? Yeah. It took them to have to go through all of this to get to where they at. And so when I speak to the youth, I really try to tell them, I'm like, listen, I'm not really telling you what to do or what not to do. I just want you to look at the situation. When there's nobody my age that's going to tell you what you're doing is cool, right? So we all been your age before. You never been ours. So it got to be something. Something got to be right. If all these people from different walks of life that don't know each other, but they all in the same age group, and they all going to tell you it's not worth it, you know, the streets is not, you know what I'm saying? Don't do it to yourself. Your life's not worth it. We not saying this for nothing. And if you could just at least think about that. Think about the fact that I've been your age. I've been on that block. My father used to tell me, girl, that corner was there before you, and it's going to be there after you. And when I go back to the block, it's a whole bunch of new niggas on that same corner, chilling, doing the same dumb shit that I was doing. And so all I could hope is that, you know, some people take heed to the lessons and people make it and survive, because it's not easy. And I was in them streets, and no matter how hard my mother and father worked, I still had that pack on me, okay? And I still was outside, period.
Yeah, it's real.
I hate to see him in this position, especially once I learned about how vocal he was about like his slate being clean just like a month ago, and how excited he was to have that in his past, and now his past has caught back up to him. And it just really sucks to see so many lives affected by what I consider to be nonsense.
Yes.
And I can say that standing outside looking in, but definitely after, you know, hearing you talk, Dominique, about the mindset of the people who are in that situation, even you, Babs, you know, these are things are important and prioritized within this situation. It just sucks that, you know, King Von, Quando Rondo's life is affected, Lil Durk's life is affected, all the guys who went on the Murder for Hire's lives are affected, the families' lives are affected.
The people who died, the wives, the baby moms, the kids. I mean, it's all losses on all sides.
So many losses, and I hope this is an example, hopefully to someone, hopefully to many, on how we just need to find better ways to navigate these types of squabbles, because this really birthed out of something that I don't believe the end result was necessarily deserving of. Some bullshit on the internet going back and forth.
Yes, and that's why I've been saying since I had my son, you can't be no rapper. If I hear you spit a bar, you on punishment, little nigga. It's not happening. No.
Yo, I cannot deal with you, Babs.
This is what we do over here, Dominique.
It's not happening, little nigga.
Somebody,
and you better watch yourself. You better watch yourself, because you know when we do that, the thing we tell them, the thing we dangle and say, this is off limits, is the shit they run to.
Okay,
it's the truth. Know. Yeah.
Listen, I hope he decides to be a singer like you. You know, you singers, y'all don't get. I mean, besides Chris Brown, ain't no singers out here banging like that. You know what I'm saying? So I need him to be a singer, then be good.
Don't make a list Tory now, Lanez. Damn it! I knew you was
Tory Lanez is a rapper.
Yeah, he don't count.
Y'all consider Tory Lanez a rapper?
I think he's both. Like, I think he's in that category that I think was really, I'm gonna go back and say, was born out of Ja Rule before Drake, and then Drake, like, you know, the Bryson Tillers of the world, and I feel like there's
rapper. Drake is a world class champ, heavyweight champ rapper.
I'm there to find your heart. Like, stop. Like, Drake don't be singing on all the albums. He be singing on all the albums. He raps and he sings.
They all stole Ja. They better pay Ja Rule some homage.
I said it. I just said it. Ja Rule. I'm telling you, Ja Rule was the first to do it.
Without
you. I'm telling you.
Would I be without my baby? What?
Come on.
Playing with Rule.
Ja Rule really oh man, I hate to even talk about Ja Rule seriously, because that was a time in my life he had us in a fucking chokehold.
He did.
And the way 50 Cent robbed us of that man.
50 Cent said, I smell pussy. Is that you, Ja?
Yo, what? Literally. But it was pussy. Almost like he just randomly picked. He's like, who's the hottest motherfucker around? Like, I gotta do what I gotta do. And then it worked. And then it worked after Ja Rule. Ja Rule was running #1 year after year. Top 10 on 106 in part. I mean, everybody acting like they wasn't into Ja Rule is lying.
Ja Rule was that man. Ja Rule was that man.
Okay, him and Ashanti, him and Lil Mo, him and even J-Lo.
Kendrick Lamar just tried the 50 Cent Drake.
Did it work?
Do the same thing. He tried to do what 50 did to Ja.
Did it work?
No.
Because Drake's still that nigga, right?
Drake's still that nigga.
But Kendrick did pull him by his edges. He did.
He surely did.
He did now.
And Drake was stressed. I don't care what nobody said. That picture at that white party showed it. The man looked like he's aged 10 years after that battle. He ain't going nowhere. He's not going anywhere. But Drake was stressed. It had an impact on him.
Yeah. He wearing knockabos and pigtails.
Shout out to Ja Rule, though. Just shout out to Ja Rule, man. Like, yeah, it comes up. I almost want to say R.I.P. because his career went. I don't mean to the person, but his career went like that. That's how drastic it was. It was so hard. It was so hard. I'm being serious. I'm not even joking. I'm serious. That's how quick and how it was yanked. Oh, you think, now the young kids just know him for fucking Fyre Fest. Like, that's crazy.
It's fucking crazy. Listen, let's get this classroom back in order.
All right, come on, yeah, because we...
Yes. No, but I'm having fun. This is freaking amazing. Shaquille O'Neal is facing backlash after remarks he made about Angel Reese on her podcast, Unapologetically Angel. During their conversation about lowering rims for WNBA games to increase the number of dunks, Shaq commented, bro, Shaq, that is bananas.
Shaq. Hey, Shaq.
Oh my God. Trying to talk like an announcer. Shaq. That is bananas. Okay. Shaq commented, bro, imagine you in those little ass shorts you had on at the Wild and Out show. Duncan, you know how many t-shirts you're going to sell? You tripping. Reese, only 22, seemed visibly uncomfortable doing the remarks and made an effort to stop him and change the subject, while Shaq seemed to persist. Why do you think Shaq felt so comfortable to make that statement? Babs, I want to go to you first. What was your reaction to this?
Shaq got to be going through a midlife crisis. This is just ridiculous. Like, come on, Shaq. What in the world? If this man has daughters, what would make him think that is okay? Like, on a public platform, Shaq, you're wild. And you really want to be the dirty old man? Come on, Shaq.
He does.
And I'm not sure, but I'm hearing that, he's known her for years since she was a little girl. Like, so this is kind of weird. I don't know. It's just, I didn't like it. I didn't like trying to sexualize her. What do you mean? Imagine if I would have dunked in them shorts. Imagine what? Why would I have sold so many t-shirts? Why? That's why.
Dominique, our mother, principal.
The mother and the principal.
The mother and the principal.
Baby, I would have lit his ass up.
Oh my God.
I want to be clear, but this is 39-year-old Dominique talking, right? I just, honestly, watching that, all I could see was the power dynamic. Mm-hmm. And I understand how women in those situations, when I was younger, freaking 2 years ago, there was a security guard at our previous building who was stalking me. And me being as vocal as I am, as outgoing, all of those things, there's a safety thing that happens with women in these circumstances because in most cases, not all, there is a power dynamic, between them and men where men have more power and privilege. And so being the principal of the school, being all those things, I still in the moment, I didn't light that security guard up. I reported him and they like handled it. But that's not who I am. I'm a fighter. Like fight or flight, I'm a fighter. But when you're in those moments, I cannot imagine how that young woman felt in that moment and how powerless she felt to stop him and call him out on his misogyny and his disgusting behavior in that moment. And she even tried. That's how uncomfortable she was, is that she still made an effort. She still was like, bro, like, chill. And the craziest thing is, I actually believe he wasn't getting it. That's how deeply ingrained his privilege, his male privilege and misogyny is. He wasn't even, you know how people pick up on the cues? You like, Oliver, chill. And you like, shit, okay, let me put my intrusive thoughts. He couldn't even do that shit. That's when you know that somebody is, again, we talk about this learned behavior, is so ingrained in you that you get to see, even as a fucking father, doesn't he have daughters? He's got at least one girl, I think, out of all those kids. Okay, yeah. Thank you. So this is what I'm saying. Like, come on. Somebody, who's around you, bro, that nobody in your life, after all this time, has shown you the way. You got women in your life. You got an ex-wife. You got all these girlfriends. You got, you had or have a mother, grandmother, all these people. What happened that nobody's like, Shaq, shut the fuck up, bro. You don't say stuff like that.
Ever since Shani got married, Shaq done lost his mind.
Whole mind. The whole damn thing's gone.
He's been tripping. Ever since she got married, he been tripping.
Yep. And I just, it's those moments where you're like, you look at your old self and you're like, the me of today, baby, I wish I could have been in that room. I would have stopped the whole, and who was behind the cameras? They had people in the room? That's how serious it is to me. The level he was going to, someone needed to be like, cut, bro, somebody on his team, nobody's like, yo, hello, you don't hear yourself? That was ridiculous. Disgusting. Disgusting.
I think the whole situation is disgusting as well, and it was very unfortunate to see her be that uncomfortable in that moment, because you could tell, at least from my vantage point, she looked uncomfortable as he was doing that. Doing more research, I've learned that they have a relationship that has spanned years, where he's like served as a mentor to her and like helped her with some business ventures. So, you know, us seeing that, it is kind of weird when you think of
that makes it worse.
It makes it worse, right? I don't think Shaq deemed what he was doing wrong. And I honestly don't think in that moment he saw it as being inappropriate.
Absolutely not.
I agree. Shaq was in a business mind. I don't even think he was in like a perverted mindset, to be honest. I don't think he was. Now that's not excuse him, because I'm not. But I honestly think Shaq was thinking as a businessman. You know, Shaq is used to making money, all kinds of money across all different platforms. So I think him in that moment was like a businessman saying like, you know how much money y'all could be making or you could be making if people tuned in to see you do this. Because I think from his perspective, he's thinking this is more commercial, we can market this where people, of course this is sports, but they coming to see these women dunk and do all of that. I think that's where his mind was.
He's not
still inappropriate.
Hold on. No, but hold on. Let me ask you a question. I got a follow up to that.
Okay.
Would he say that to his daughters?
Probably not, because he don't view her as a daughter. He see her as money.
But I'm saying,
I agree.
But even though he was looking at it as a business thing, it's still sexualizing, because he wouldn't have told a stud basketball player that, like, yo, if you dunk, put some booty shorts on and dunk. No. So he's looking at her like, yo, you look good, and your ass look good in them shorts, and you will be able to sell. You'll be able to make some money if you dunk in them shorts. That's still, regardless if he's not like, I want to smash her, he's still able to look at her in that sense to be like, damn, that niggas will pay for that. Like,
yeah,
on some pimp shit.
It's still wrong.
Exactly. Oh, that hit me, Dab. That's what it makes me think of. Because you wouldn't say that to your daughter. The pimps don't go home and pimp out their daughters, but they know what they're doing in the streets. And that for me felt like, nah, that's Disgusting.
Do you think like Shaq is gonna get like more negative backlash, like shit taken away and all that?
No, because the world don't give a fuck about women. No, they literally. Thank you. He first of all, this ain't the. Thank you. This ain't the first time he's been inappropriate.
Yeah, he said
and
about.
We turn a blind eye. We turn a blind eye, and honestly, that could be a part of the reason why she tried to stop him in the most palatable way, because she got to think about her own shit. And even though she would have been right to curse his ass out, it could have ended her career. To have all the men who watch the WNBA, all the people in power, all the men in power, turn on her for calling out bullshit.
I want Shaq to chill, because as Shaq's supposed to be the good guy. Come on, Shaq. Don't get tricked out of your spot,
please, Shaq.
By no booty shorts. Don't let the booty shorts trick you out your spot, Shaq. Please don't.
But it's also, the power that he has. We grew up loving Shaq, right? Like, that's the thing about social media. Social media giving us way too much insight into these motherfuckers. I wish I could just see somebody as a basketball player or a singer or a rapper and not know they behind closed doors beating on people and killing and all this crazy and raping and all this stuff, right? Shaq has the power. If he were to step up and be like, damn, I really fucked up. Like, let's learn a lesson from this. Some people would listen. Some people would get it.
Do you think he will?
I don't know, because it's been a couple days. Like, I know the PR team, I know that they already pulled his ass for the PR conversation. And so the fact that nothing has come out yet, I don't know, because it could be pride. It could be I don't give a fuck. It could be nobody's going to cancel me. So I would just move on.
That's only because it's so much stuff. If we're in the middle of the presidential election, it's so much stuff going on right now. So as a publicist, I would tell, my client to just fall back. Don't even worry about it. Disappear. There's other stuff going on. Just like our next topic. What we got up next, Oliver?
Ooh, we taking it back to New York. Azealia Banks is back in the blogs for a spat with Lil Nas X. Okay, he is clapping back at the Harlem rapper who posted on X that the rapper has fallen off. In her post, Azealia Banks says the old country road star, quote, really fell off so hard. LMFAO, that little cunt rag, swore she was the T. Bitch has no bars. Lil Nas X replied in a now deleted tweet, Azealia, I can never make a hit song again, and you still would never in your bussy soap selling, chicken sacrificing, botch body hating ass miserable life reach a 10th of my success. Love your music, by the way. Oh my God.
I love it.
The two have continued to go back and forth while Nas posting videos of himself listening to Banks' music and writing. Sending you love, Azealia, wishing you nothing but guidance and clarity. Are you guys Team Banks or Team Nas?
I'm Team both. Listen, I'm Team both. I'm always here for a good read, okay? Banks is very entertaining to me. I love her reads. A lot of times it go over people's head because they just don't like the messenger. But she be on point with a lot of stuff. Listen, this is how I feel. You can't be on top forever. You can't be number one forever. Let me tell you, people, it's not easy to get a hit. Some of your favorite artists never had a hit. All right? And so it ain't easy. And so for any artist who got a hit, somebody like, oh, you fell off. It don't matter, really, because nobody's gonna be at the top forever. You're gonna drop down at some point. It's gonna be newer artists coming in, and as long as you making them hits, because everybody ain't got a hit, and a hit is a big deal. Period.
And Lil Nas has hits. He has some of the biggest hits, literally, like some of the.
He does. He could eat off those for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Dominique, what is your reaction to seeing the Harlem raptress in the blogs again?
She get under my skin deep. She does. I don't like troublemakers. And I feel like I don't disagree with Babs that some of the things that have come out of her mouth in the past have been accurate, but most of it doesn't feel that way and feels like attention grabbing, mental health issues. Like it feel like a lot of stuff be popping out with Azealia Banks. I'm surprised anybody's responding to her stuff. Like I'm surprised that she's able to even provoke somebody these days, because it's been everybody. It's Beyonce. It's it's everybody. And I feel like she is a super talented girl. That's the saddest part for me, is that her internet mess and her rants and her troublemaking have completely overshadowed the girl's talent.
Jesus.
She is tremendously talented. And who knows now? The young kids now, what they know about Azealia Banks? Except for when she goes on these rants. Like, she's allowed these things to overshadow her. And maybe they put her back in the, in the 15 minutes for a second when these things happen, because we're sitting here talking about her right now. But man, to waste her talent and be doing this instead, it's just, it's a waste of talent. She's too talented for this to be what she's known for. And so I'm not mad at nobody who's clapping back. Like, in my mind, you start with me, I'm gonna finish it. That's my job. You don't have to give her the attention. Sometimes I'll just block somebody. So I'm not mad at him for feeling like I'm gonna respond and I'm gonna read you. Like, I'm not mad at him for that. But also, she gotta stop. Find somebody who's gonna invest in your career again and get back in the booth. Like, because she really was super talented. Like, I'm not even understating it. She's talented, and it went left somehow, and this is now what she's known for. I hate that. The only time I hear her name now is that she said something wild about somebody, and they either completely ignored her or they responded. When the last time you heard a song?
The only time you're in the media is when you're getting at somebody, okay? You got at Foxy. You got at Rim. You got at Miss Wallace. Where's your music? When you make a song and it's on Billboard, then I get at you. Until then, it's Barbie, bitch. No, I'm just playing. Yo.
When is the last time you heard an Azealia Banks song?
Well, I am an Azealia Banks stan. Let's start there.
So she got new music?
Yes.
Yeah, she does. She
does.
Yes.
A lot of people know about it, or the stands know about it?
No, the stands know about it, and the culture, that listens to her music knows about it. Azealia Banks is one of the reasons why I started doing music, because I thought the way she did it was so cool and it was so different and it was so inspiring to me.
Yes.
To hear her sound, her approach on hip hop.
So I need to know how you feel about her behavior.
I am not always proud of her behavior, because I do feel as though, as valid as it may be and as she feels, it does overshadow the monumental, iconic of her artistry. Azealia Banks is a musician. Mm-hmm. You can't listen to no Azealia Banks project and not leave saying this is a musician. Okay, look at Babs. I know that's right, Babs. Yeah! My bad. I was trying to time you. My bad.
I can.
Rocket titties if you love big five. My bad. Let me go ahead and this. Go ahead, friend. Go ahead and get you one. Get you one, Babs. Get you one. Get you one. My bad. Okay, listen. I love Azealia Banks. She did start this. She started this. And I feel as though it is unfair for her to feel like someone can't say something publicly when she initially said the public statement. No matter how valid she may feel or how many people may agree with her, she said it publicly, and anybody reserves the right to respond back, because if someone says something publicly about her, she'll be all over their ass. The only part I didn't like was when she was like, I got pictures that'll get his top blown off of him, like, I guess she had pictures of him making fun of some Crips or Bloods or something like that. And I was like, Azealia, okay, like, now it's going too far. Like, you started this, you jonesed on him, he clapped back. It seemed like people laughed more at his clapping back than your original joke, and it backfired. And now you want to resort to violence, even if it's just for typing on the internet. That's still not cool, because I don't be liking when the girls be doing that to the girls. Like, I don't be liking all that. Like, don't do all that.
Azealia is so sexy. Listen, I love me a little crazy woman. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of crazy in them.
Go ahead and get your house burned down like Left Eye did.
No, because
I think Azealia would.
Because I'm insane.
She'll let you.
Listen, I like crazy, but I'm insane. So they're not going to burn down my house, okay?
You doing the burning.
Yeah. Look, I'm doing the calming, because you don't want me to explode, okay? So there you go. You burn, I bomb, okay? That's how
Not the remix to Michelle Obama's They Go Low. You burn, I bomb, bitch.
Yes. So I'm just here here to keep the peace. You know, just keep the balance. You know what I'm saying? I love to tell somebody, relax, baby. It's gonna be okay. Just relax. Calm down. It's okay. You look too good to be out here acting like this. Okay? Calm down.
I'm posting that. I'm posting that quote on my stories, and I will be giving you your credit. You burn, I bomb, bitch. Okay.
There you
Yo,
go.
that's too much New York energy in one room. You and Azealia Banks. Like, that's too much.
Oh my gosh. It really would be a bomb. A bomb would really go off.
I do. I really do. I want to hang out with her.
Y'all gonna be on the front page of the news.
I pray, because Azealia Banks is still young. I pray she gets like some sort of later in life resurgence as a musician, because she's freaking phenomenal.
Yeah, she's young enough too. She is young enough to have that happen.
What, 32, 33?
Yeah. She's young enough for that to happen. Yep.
She's still young. You know, it's one of my, shout out to Lil Nas X too. It's one of my dreams to like be big enough one day to have Azealia Banks curse me out on the internet. Like I slightly just want it just a little bit. Like,
you're like, Mama, I made it.
Yeah, Azealia Banks cursed me out. Listen, the day that Kaya reads me, I'm like, oh, bitch, put me front row at the BET Awards at this point. You know what I'm saying? If Kaya took the time to write or read about me, I want Kaya to read me, I want Azealia Banks to read me, and I want Tia Kemp to read me. Those are the three people. Like, I want to hear what you got to say about me.
I love seeing it. Baby, when Tia Kemp go, them teeth be all up in your face. I can't. Licking them teeth left and right while she reading you for filth. I can't.
Yeah, she be on it. But Oliver, I feel you, because that's how I felt when Jaguar lied about me. Like, I was like, yes, I done made it to the Jaguar right fouls, baby. It's
hello. Got you in the same conversation as Jay-Z. You made it.
Yeah, hello.
Bro, you made it. Hello.
Them. I am one of them, okay?
Y'all, we got Babs in the mix join tonight, filling in for Angel Dominique. Of course, both of these beauties from Making the Band. We're going to go to one last commercial break before we get out of here, but don't go too far because it's definitely more in the mix after this. See you guys soon.
Oh, boy, you know.
Don't forget to get your Queen of the Ring merch at QOTRmerch.com.
It's Oliver Twix.
And Mama Twix here.
Thank you, Puma, for our Puma Easy Rider shoes. Now, she always want to look like me.
No, you want to look like me, child.
And thanks to the Puma Easy Rider, our styles are twinning with pride this season. Get into it.
I love the Puma Easy Rider shoe because it's a classic, just like me.
The Easy Rider's timeless silhouette makes it the perfect shoe for any occasion while making a fashion statement.
The Puma Easy Rider, easy to style, nice on your feet.
Now, what I want to know is who you think gonna be killing at the pride party? I don't think it's you, girl.
Child, please. I already know it's gonna be me, man.
Get in the mix with Puma with the return of the Easy Rider shoe.
And wear your Easy Riders with pride.
Okay.
Oh, boy, you know.
Y'all, we are back in the mix, of course, with our girl Babs, joined tonight, filling in for Angel Lee, Dominique Renee, both ladies from Making the Band. Of course, it would not be right if I did not touch on a little bit of some of the diddlers' duties that's going on this week. So, let's just have some fun. Jamie Foxx has suggested in his new Netflix comedy special that Diddy may have had something to do with the near-fatal hospitalization that he suffered last year. Now, during the special, it's been alleged that Jamie goes into detail about what transpired before, during, and after his health scare. In a particularly shocking moment where he tells the audience, quote, Diddy was responsible for my stroke. While most thought it was a joke, his delivery gave a different message for those who were there. Although we are being told that Jamie was not being serious, some reports claim he was exposing the real story behind his mysterious health scare in April 2023. Now, should Jamie Foxx be alluding to jokes like this amidst Diddy and all that he has going on, or is there some truth to this? Babs, let's go to you first on this topic. What's your reaction?
Come on, Jamie. You know what type of world we live in today. You make a statement like that, everybody's gonna run with it. Now, I'm waiting to see the special. It could be a joke, but why would you make a joke like that? I don't know. But I remember hearing a few things here and there, and you just never know. It's a wild time out here. They saying Diddy is to blame for everything. So who knows? Maybe this is true. I have no idea, but time will tell.
She said times is wild.
Times is wild. Babs, every time we talk about Diddy, you say times is wild, it's crazy out here, and time with him. That shit is funny. Dominique, what's your reaction to this joke that Jamie Foxx did? Allegedly did.
Yeah, I don't know if there are jokes that are off limits in that way. I mean, like, why wouldn't Jamie Foxx? If it's a joke, I don't think it's off limits, considering who Jamie Foxx is and the kind of comedy he's done historically. It doesn't feel off to me, despite what Diddy is going through. Diddy put himself where he at. So, I don't know. And then the chances of it being true, baby, the things we hearing, it really could be. I don't want to say I know it to be true because I don't, but could there be some truth around it? If you out here blowing up cars, could you also poison people? Sure.
Okay, so listen. Let's gossip a little bit. Okay, so
let me get it close.
Okay, back when Jamie Foxx had fell out. Now, everything I'm telling y'all, somebody told me and somebody told them. However, the person that told them is a known celebrity. Allegedly, the person that told them, that told me, is good friends with Jamie Foxx, and we've seen these people be friends in media before. Now, I ain't gonna say no names because these niggas not here to defend themselves, so I'm just gonna tell you what a nigga told somebody that nigga told me, okay? And I'm telling y'all. Now, back then, they said that the reason why Jamie Foxx had really fell out was because he had got into some bad coke. That's what they had said back then about why he had allegedly fell out. Now, the people came out and they said something else was wrong with him. But fast forward when I saw this, and he was like, Diddy did it. And of course, we've been hearing about the pink lemonade cocaine. What is it?
Pink
cocaine. I've heard about it.
I was like, now, Jamie Foxx may have been up there joking. But was he telling the truth? Did the pink lemonade have him laid out for all those months, had all of us singing and screaming
you
and
have
beckoning
to
in the
stop
Lord?
saying pink lemonade because I can't. When you say pink lemonade, I really can't. I can't. I heard that too. Around the time that it happened, I heard that too. About the cocaine. Obviously I ain't in the know. I don't know what's true and what's not and what's just talk. But I did hear that back then. And I think Diddy's put himself in a situation where nothing sounds too far-fetched. I mean, I feel like we could hear that Diddy fucked a unicorn and people gonna be like, damn, like, did he? Like, was it with a leprechaun or a unicorn? Like, I feel like somebody could say that and people could be like, ain't far-fetched. Like, when you've allegedly done the myriad of things people are saying he's done.
Ooh! In the words of Babs, time will tell. Time will tell.
Because it's wild out here.
All right, so let me say this because I had put this in a group chat. So since we on this topic, I wanted to know, because I was just thinking over the weekend. I was like, when Cassie came out, a lot of people were saying, oh, Cassie, you stayed with him for fame. And, it was for the money and the lifestyle when you could have been left. And a lot of people was bashing Cassie. But then I thought about Tina Turner. And I said, well, what is the difference between Cassie and Tina Turner? Is it because Tina Turner was bigger than Ike? Is it because of that? Because from what I remember, Ike had a woman. I remember Tina going to a party or something and seeing Ike perform and the box got wet. And then, she, and then he tried to holler, told her he was going to make her a star. And then, she went through all of that. And she stayed with him, right? She never left. It took her years to tell us what happened. Took her years. So I'm trying to understand why I don't know, because I was young. Maybe people did say that to her. Like, well, you stayed, you wanted to be a star. I'm just trying to understand what's the difference.
Can I get clarity? Are you saying that you're saying that both of them were done wrong, but the way that people treated them is different? Like, why people coming for Cassie if they didn't come for Tina? Got it. Yeah. Okay. I think that was a different time, and maybe people were, but it wouldn't have been something we saw because it wasn't no social media. Maybe her friend, maybe the record label and the fans and stuff, when they saw her, was like, you an idiot or whatever, but it's not something we would have seen publicly because of the time. The times are so different. But I see things. I follow.
But she came out and she said it, and then she went to court and said, yeah, even though he beat me and R-word me, I still want to keep his last name. Like, I want to keep his last name so I could perform, right? What is that about? Like, I'm trying to understand. They made a whole movie and was praising her, right? So what is the difference between her and Cassie? Why are y'all bashing Cassie but praise Tina? Even though it was a different time, but it's still kind of similar. It's like you stayed in these abusive situations with these men. And I'm not saying that I think that is something wrong with them staying, because I understand abuse. I'm not saying that. I'm just talking about the way that people responded. Responded. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I follow a page, like a Tina Turner fan page. And I have seen people bashing her, even now. I mean, she's passed away, God rest her soul. And I see people all the time defending Ike, even today in 2024, who don't know no damn Ike Turner, didn't know nothing about the man. So I don't know. I can't answer that because I feel like it was such a different time that I don't know what the actual on-site reaction was when people really learned about the circumstances with Tina Turner.
I just want to let people know that even though it was a different time, it was still similar to where it was gatekeepers, and it was people around Tina Turner and Ike that watched it too and didn't say anything. I just want people that's saying, oh, why are you waiting so long to tell? I need people to understand that it's dynamics to this and why people waited so long to tell, because it's things that I haven't told. And if I tell now and somebody say, well, why did you wait so long to tell? You should have told then. And they don't understand how things played out back then and how people really had control over things. And like you can tell, but no one's gonna, people won't believe you, or it could ruin your career. And it's just like, it could be a bad thing. It could hurt you sometimes for telling. But a lot of people these days don't understand that, and that was my point.
Thank you so much, Babs, for bringing that up. And that's actually a great segue into our next story, where someone is now telling their story. In the latest trailer for Baddies Midwest, Chrisean Rock accuses her sister, Tesekhi, of allegedly forcing her to do sexual acts when she was just 7 years old. Now, in the clip that's circulating on the internet, Chrisean is seen holding her infant son while making the accusations, as Tesekhi appears to be shocked and downright mortified by the wild allegations. Tesekhi has since threatened to sue for defamation of character. Now, there is no doubt that this family's relationship has been severely fractured, but do you think this has gone too far? Dominique, let's go to you first on this.
Baby, I don't know why you coming over here. I mean, listen, shit, that's so.
Let's go, principal.
What I'm saying is, I can't imagine that anybody, I know people be doing a lot of things for clout and for money and all of that. I can't imagine anybody reliving that kind of trauma for fun or for fame or for money. I can't imagine why someone would lie about that. The girls made plenty of money just being wild, just fighting on the show, just doing her and Blueface. She's made plenty of money not doing what she did in that clip, which leads me to believe her. As far as her naming it in that space, the crazy thing is you don't get to decide when and how somebody deals with their trauma. You just don't. And so this may be an unpopular opinion. I don't think generational curses get broken if the shit is kept under the rug. And so they've chosen this life where they're on TV. And so that makes it even bigger and more dramatic and traumatic that it's, for national viewers. But if that happened, she gets to name it. She gets to deal with that trauma how she chooses to. Some people block that stuff out and then it comes to them in different, through different mediums. Like it may come to them as something may unbox that trauma that they boxed up. Like when I saw that, I just immediately felt bad. I'm not going to get into my own family history, but there is a lot of history of molestation and all those things in our community. We know that. And a lot of times it's with our own family members. And a lot of times we are encouraged to keep that shit to ourselves, to deal with it, to manage it. Oh, Uncle so-and-so was just doing blah, blah, blah. And it be messing us up. And so I am an advocate for people speaking out. I'm an advocate for people speaking their truth. And her sister, if that did happen, could be a completely different person now and still gotta come to task for the past.
Yeah. If this is not true, this is one horrible statement to make against a person, let alone your sister. However, I am always an advocate for people telling their truth, especially when it relates to sexual trauma and abuse. And it's really unfortunate that people view Chrisean as this crazed person who has done things for views and clicks, that they're not taking what she's saying serious, and extending that grace and compassion towards this trauma that she's sharing. If it is true, I pray that she gets healing, and I hope this admission on the show leads to some greater resolve between the two, because there's definitely always been historically a back and forth between Tesekhi and Chrisean, which is very unfortunate for biological sisters.
Is there a big age difference between them?
I'm not too sure, but I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm not too sure, but it's a video that's circling around of Chrisean a while ago, talking about how she had issues with her sister because of abuse that happened when she was younger. Wow. And so, it's circling around. This video is not new.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and so people are saying that she is telling the truth, that she mentioned it before, she just didn't mention exactly
the specifics.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's crazy.
It's very unfortunate. And it sucks that this has to play out in the court of public opinion.
But they're saying they both were kids. I don't know. This is just stuff that I'm reading. They're saying, what I read is that they both were kids at the time, that the sister was molested, and that, she did to Chrisean what was done
Someone
to her.
did to...
This is
which
what
happens.
I read.
Which
a lot.
It happens. A friend of our family just went through this situation maybe last year where they were foster kids who were victims, I believe, of sexual trauma, and then in the new home, one of the siblings started doing it to another sibling. So this is a very actual thing that does happen in real life, where kids do reenact acts on other kids that have been done to them. And I love how you put that, Dominique. That action may not, hopefully is not a reflection of who she is today. And even if you do a little bit more research and pull back the layers, there may be more things in there, Babs, that you just mentioned. But I think ultimately it's unfortunate they have to go through this in the public and do all this unpacking and discussion and conversing with millions of people watching and tuning in.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah,
It's tough.
It's definitely tough. I'm praying for them. You know, hopefully they could get some help. I definitely, if it is true, I definitely believe she's not that person anymore. You know, if it was something that they went through as children, you know, that does happen. But it's embarrassing, you know? Why would she want to admit that or say that? Like, and like even when I seen her response, like what? It was kind of, I don't know. I don't know, you know?
The sister's response?
Yeah, the sister response, it was a little bit like, it wasn't really too much believable to me. But I don't know. I just feel like at this point, she said it. She gonna have to prove it in some shape or form because her sister is saying it's a lie. And so,
pray for them.
Every time I ask what's going to happen on Zeus that's worse than the thing before, the question gets answered. This is crazy. And of course, Zeus is played. Like, Zeus could have left that on the cutting room floor and been like, y'all deal with this.
Mm-hmm. But why would they? I mean, come on.
Of course they're going to air it. This is bananas. I hope that check is worth it. Listen, one last thing before we get out of here. In the final stretch before Election Day, federal authorities are investigating fires caused at 2 ballot boxes that occurred in Oregon and Washington. Now, the Portland Police Bureau said in a statement that an incendiary device, was placed inside the boxes, damaging hundreds of ballots. One of the boxes is in Washington's 3rd Congressional District, where one of the most competitive house races in the country is currently taking place. District representatives have spoken out denouncing these crimes as a, quote, act of terror. Do you think we should expect more craziness like this with such a monumental election right around the corner? Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, yes. And it just sucks that shit like this is fucking going on, because what ends up happening is like cause and effect. This happens, now somebody else on the other side feels the need to do something, and then the other side is going to do something, and then the chaos is just going to continue.
Yo, I didn't even know they had like boxes outside like that. So it looked like the boxes where you drop off like your old clothes for like charity. You ever seen them boxes in the street where you could put clothes in? Why is there's no security out there watching it?
I thought, why in 2024, the most powerful and richest country in the entire galaxy has a fucking cardboard box hanging on a goddamn telephone pole saying, put your ballots in here? Like, this is bananas. Why are we still having Scantrons out in the public for people? Like, why was this even possible?
Y'all, you know where we live. First of all, you know where we live.
U.S. fucking A.
But the truth of the matter is, if you think about it, a few years ago, this wild shit wasn't happening. So I don't think that anybody was like, oh, let's change the ballot box because somebody gonna set the shit on fire now that we done had a black president. Think about it. Right? Like, Obama changed the game in terms of the racists being like, oh, no, it's time to come out the closet. Like, we can't have these niggas up in here. This is crazy. And everything changed from there. And I feel like the political violence that we're seeing now is mirroring civil rights, Jim Crow. It's that. And so I think there was a lack of, people don't want to believe that shit like this is happening every day. But it is. Like, it's wild. Political violence is real. I feel afraid for next week. You know, for my children, we're not going to be in the streets. I'm going to vote early this week because I don't even want to. And I live in New York City, where you could say you could say it feels safe, like in the city, so many Democrats, blah blah blah. Baby, my husband is from Long Island, and it's Trumpville, okay, and that ain't but 45 minutes away. So it ain't safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. And I don't know. It's very scary. But I think the thing that I think about the most with this situation is people saying stupid shit like my vote doesn't count. If your vote didn't count, motherfuckers wouldn't feel compelled to put incendiary devices inside of a damn cardboard ballot box. Like Babs just said.
Thank you, Principal.
I will be that. I can't help myself. But I'm just saying, our votes count, or else they wouldn't be acting out like this. Why they gotta act out like this if our votes don't count?
Our votes count. People got to stop playing.
All right, so I was just saying this principle the other day. I was like, I'm not too big on politics as far as my knowledge of it, right? And me realizing that now, I'm like, why isn't this like a thing in school from young, where it's just like reading and math? Like, why isn't this something that you have to pass to even get to the next grade? Yeah. I feel like they should be teaching these kids from young politics. Politics should be a lesson in school. It should be a class that you have to pass, just like social studies. Like, how do you study social studies, but you're not studying politics? How do you go? You got to do social studies in elementary, middle school, high school, but politics is not as important. I really feel like it should be, like, very much so, because I don't really have the knowledge of it. And it's a lot of people like me who really don't have the knowledge of it. And right now they're getting bits and pieces off of little shorts on YouTube or Instagram. And this is how they casting their votes, not really off of real information. And people could say, well, you could go research it on your own. But if people got a lot of stuff going on in their life, and it's hard for people to research stuff that they're not really too much interested in, right? And so I feel like it definitely should be taught from elementary school, from kindergarten.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I will say a couple things on this. Number one, there's a lot of shit that needs to be taught in schools that isn't, and I think it's deliberate. I'm a principal of a middle school. We do rope politics into our social studies curriculum. So those are the kinds of things that kids talk about in my school. But even bigger than politics for me is fucking finance. You know, we're kids. Kids are in high school getting credit cards in the mail. Here's a $300 limit, and ain't nobody teaching them about a credit score, any of that shit. I don't understand how all this time has gone by. And it's not a mandate, a full mandate. Y'all want me to take all this motherfucking math. Y'all want me to take calculus, and I ain't nobody's calculus teacher. I'm using the math to do my little bills. That's it. That's what the math is for, to pay my bills. But I have to have all these requirements, right, in math to be able to get out of high school. Why is it not required for me to learn about money and to learn about credit and to learn about the American dream, the shit y'all say I need in order to be successful in my future? It's deliberate. It's deliberate, the system. I believe that. And I don't care what anyone call me a conspiracy theorist. The educational system was not built for us, right? And so people have to make deliberate changes in order for those things. You got to be in a school where you're allowed to make the choices, because, you know, Trump's trying to take that away right now, where you're allowed to make the choices to say, I'm going to make sure kids know about critical race theory and what they did to black people, and that slavery was not a choice and we didn't benefit. That's what they're trying to actively take away from us. So I fully agree with you. It's a lot of shit that we should be learning in schools, teaching in schools, that have not been happening forever, right? And on the other side of this, if people don't start recognizing the importance of them doing their own research because of the power of social media, we are doomed. We are doomed. Like, baby, I come from the era where I had to open up an encyclopedia. I had to open up a dictionary. I had to open up an almanac. When I needed to look some shit up, it was a big ass book, this thick, okay? About thick as my head, that I had to open up. And, you know, I am the generation where computers came alive, and that's great. But I was born before that. And what's at kids' fingertips is crazy. And I understand what you're saying about the lack of desire, because, I mean, it's been intentional, right? We're feeding these kids the stuff that doesn't matter. And it is possible to do your own freaking research, and it can come to you. So you can literally ask fucking Siri, and Siri will give you real sources from real news backgrounds and all of that. No bullshit. And I want more young people to know that, like, because we got to do our research. The people out here being like, this person ain't for that because they saw somebody talking about it on an Instagram story. Come on, y'all.
Yes.
We gotta do better.
You gotta be more vocal, Dominique. I would love to, you know, go live with you, you know, more often. It don't have to be on this platform because, you know, we are parents. Oliver's not a parent yet. But, you know, it don't have to be on this platform. But I do find it very important because I am a parent. And Oliver, I'm sorry, just one more minute. Let me just say this.
No, you good.
Okay, so I am a parent, and so I look at things completely different. And I'm in Texas right now, and the school system in Texas is horrible.
God bless you, girl.
Okay,
yeah, for real.
it is horrible. Like when I was in New York, my son had a one-on-one para. We got to Texas, they said, yeah, you got to be blind to get a para. Like, yeah, that's how crazy it is. Like, it's a lot of stuff that they don't focus on, and these people out here have no idea because they don't know.
And what you saying, but let me tell you something. What you saying, first of all, I'll join y'all anytime. Let me be clear. Oliver reached out to me. I'm like, baby, you caught me on a good night. The girls are asleep. Let's get it. But what you're saying is right. And the truth of the matter is, you got to use your privilege. I don't know a better way to say it, right? This is how we are so far behind, is because we've been in struggle for so many fucking centuries that we don't have privilege. Privilege is getting in contact with me, knowing you have a principal friend now, and being like, let me call Dominique. Like, that's really how you think the people be out here thriving and surviving. They're not smarter than us. That's not what this is. It's about privilege. It's little Jimmy got in trouble. Let's call my detective brother or cousin. Let me keep them out of trouble by having them intern at so-and-so's law firm this summer. That's what the fuck it is. So when I meet people and I know you got some knowledge I don't have, you got some, it's community, it's village, it's real. I put myself out there as a resource. I'm not the expert on all things, but it's some shit that I done learned in 16 years in education. And I make sure all my friends know, they playing with your baby at school, call me. I'm gonna tell you right now if they have a right to do that. Girl, I was just in the damn nail salon. My nail lady don't even speak no damn English, and she was translating to me a whole conversation about how they was mistreating her baby in school. And I said, this is what you need to show up at the school and say. This is what you need to show up at the school and do. This is what they're supposed to provide you, or you can go to this place at this phone number or this email. We have to support each other in that way.
We have to.
We have to.
That's what type of time I'm on. I just told my son principal 2 weeks ago. I was like, listen. I said, I'm about to bring this to a public platform in a minute. Like, y'all got me all the way fucked up. I'm not from here. Like, this shit y'all doing out here is insane. Y'all not playing with my baby. My kid is the only black kid in his class.
Oh, God bless him.
It's a lot of racist shit that go on. Like, it's I don't like it, like, at all, on no type of level. And I advocate for my son. I'm up there. I'm not.
And you better not stop. And you better not stop, because the minute that they think somebody is on their own, they don't have they think they assume about us, or their mama's cracked out somewhere, their daddy ain't even in the picture. They do that, and then they know that they can take advantage of our people and of our families and lie and deceive and all of those things. So you never stop advocating for your son. You never stop rolling up in that building, turning up. Yeah. I'm not kidding.
I'm not a young mother, okay? I'm not a teenage mom, all right?
Yeah.
I was a grown-ass woman when I had my baby. They in there dealing with these 23 and 22-year-olds. I'm like, boo. I'm not having it. I'm probably older than the fucking teacher.
It's real.
Like, yeah, no.
It's real.
I love this conversation that's going on right now. So other people down in the comments. Dominique and Babs, I want to ask you, because I often see this conversation happen on the internet, but I just want to verify some of what I think is knowledge before I get to talking. A lot of the education system in America was written by the Rockefeller family, right?
I've heard that.
Where like a lot of our collegiate systems, definitely in colleges, especially at HBCUs. And I think the conversation is that with them being the pioneers of American education and American structure within education, that there has been a lot of manipulation in terms of curriculum and what is being taught to the masses, specifically places like HBCUs and other institutions that cater to people of color. And just going to your point, I remember when I was in college learning about, for the first time ever, and I'm so sad it's missing me right now, but what was considered the Black Wall Street. What was the name of that?
In Tulsa.
Guys? Tulsa, right. Yes. Black Wall Street. I never knew about Black Wall Street until I was a student at Morehouse College. I never knew about Marsha P. Johnson being a black trans woman starting the Stonewall riots that revolutionized gay rights in America. Never knew it was started by
all of that, and all of that is on purpose.
Never knew. And so even now, as I am in a place, still in my 20s, and being exposed to larger conversations about money and business and learning how fucking easy it is. And when I say easy, not saying everyone can do it, but in terms of just the necessary steps it takes to get to financial freedom, guys, it's not like you got to go to school and get a fucking master's, fucking even bachelor's degree. Having people really break down to me about insurance, life insurance, whole life,
all of it,
estates, how to write your taxes, how to classify, how to get credit, what to do with real estate, stuff that these white people have been doing.
It's all kept from us intentionally.
Because you in your 20s, and the information that you have, a lot of us my age did not have. Like, I asked my dad before. I remember the first time I asked my father to show me how to write a check. He was like, "You don't know how to write a check?" I said, "Did you teach me?"
Daddy, how I'm supposed to know, Daddy? How?
Like, what the fuck? You never taught me nothing about a bank account, a checkbook.
And I tell you, that's the thing. It's got to be in your plans. The sad part is you come from intentionally marginalized communities. You got to have a plan all of your own. You have to have a plan all of your own to supplement what your kids are getting, no matter where you put them.
Listen,
because the system is the system. Yeah.
He be on that game. I be like, you're investing into somebody else's dreams and their money that they put in. You got 30 minutes, and then I better see you write a book.
Yeah.
You better come up with something.
Yeah, that's real.
Because we not investing our time all day long into somebody else. I'm like, yo, you got to focus on yourself. I'm drilling this into him because he's 10 years old, but I'm trying to give him the information that my parents didn't give me. Not because they intentionally didn't give it to me. They just didn't know.
They all did their best. Honestly. Yep.
I'm on my kid early, and I'm leading by example as well. Like, and you nigga, go get me that bag.
Yeah. She ain't playing.
No, but it's so for real. Listen, I was, I've in the past been very vocal about being an entertainer, and just making the type of money that I've been blessed to make. And, I had to look at my account and be like, child, I don't know what none of that is, I can't, I didn't straight fuck it up. But knowing the knowledge that I know now, and I just think about the type of money that I used to make, when I was on TV and I was doing such shit, I'm like, shit. If I knew then what I know now, it would be a whole different type of setup. So definitely, like, educating your kids at a young age, as early as possible, about financial literacy, about credit, about debt, about saving money, about bills. All that shit is important, because that child one day is going to become an adult. And so much time can get lost without that knowledge.
And you could start helping your children too. You could help them build their credit score before they even get 18
all of that
or 21. You could get them stocks. You could get them custodial accounts and all of that stuff, and start setting them up. So by the time they turn 18, they not starting from scratch. Yes. Like, listen, my son, he don't got to go to college, but he got to have a business plan. It's one or the other. You don't want to go to college? Show me the business plan, baby. What we doing? I'm not playing out here because my grandkids gotta be good. You can't be no bum ass nigga out here. I'm not.
She's not. Let me tell you something. She ain't playing about that damn legacy. She's not joking. I want to be clear, and I love it. I love it. Can I give a shout out to Carl Kelly, please, in the comments? That's my guy, my long lost friend from DC, and he's been in here supporting us and supporting me this whole time. Carl, I love you so much. Y'all are amazing, and this has been so much fun. I can't even lie. Now, I do got to wake my ass up and be at work at 7:30.
Yeah, this is the last thing.
I will be in contact with you, Principal. Yes, I appreciate it and enjoy
Oliver has all my information. He has all my information. He knows he can invite me here anytime. I will come and have fun with y'all. I'm not playing.
Babs, wasn't it so lovely?
Don't let the kids look at the show now, okay?
Well, this part they ass need to be looking at.
Yes,
this part.
This part.
Yeah, that's true.
No, this was so beautiful. Babs, we got another one, girl. We about to get up out of here. Oh, my God. The bell is ringing. We stayed in a little bit later, but today's class session was really good. Babs,
it was.
Get out of here.
We learned a lot. We had the principal in the class, baby. We got the principal in the classroom. The principal not normally in the classroom. The principal is in the office. And you don't want to get sent to the principal, baby. Because then you know it's a problem, okay? Yo, when I went to school, our teachers was able to hit us. These kids is lucky nowadays. My teacher had to rule a double tape.
Babs, you are crazy. Dominique, I want to thank you so much for joining us at the last minute, filling in for our girl, Angela Preston. Any final words before you get out of here?
You know I do this every time we are together. You are anointed. I appreciate you. You better keep doing this shit that you are doing because it means so much to all the people who look like you, to all the people who look like me. And I just feel the vibes every time I'm in this space. I love it. I love it. I love it. I really enjoy getting to meet and know Babs. And I enjoyed our energy, our collective energy. And I'm here for it. And this is like, it's making me feel all, I got all the feels because I'm pregnant. So I'm like feeling all gooey inside.
Yes.
Much fun.
And you wasn't even given pregnant, honey. You a baddie,
baby, this
honey.
belly, oh my God.
You wasn't given pregnant.
Baddie.
Look at it's huge. I don't even think you can see it. This thing is, it's
God
out there, y'all.
Women.
Listen, I'm looking for somebody to come knock up my club, okay? I'm trying to have a little baby in the belly, okay?
I love it. I love it.
Babs, I got a question.
No, it's not. I was joking.
Yeah, I was about to say, how does you?
She said, "Move on."
I was
joking. She said, "Move on."
Your legs are
we
feeling
turkey basting over here. We turkey basting.
No, Babs.
Turkey basting. I just cannot.
Yo, I enjoyed tonight so much. I want to thank Babs, as always, for joining us in the classroom. Okay, our favorite troublemaker. But listen, the troublemaker gotta come to class. And the real principal, Dominique, has joined us. And what kind of dopeness this was, having two icons from making the band grace the internet together. This is freaking amazing. This is freaking amazing. Listen, it's your boy, the head in charge. Norbert Key, always reporting for duty. Oliver Twix here, signing off. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Over 100 people stayed throughout the entire thing. I appreciate this. Make sure you guys watch the playback as well as the excerpts that will be posted on YouTube as well as on Instagram throughout the week. We will see. Babs, we're not coming to work Thursday. It's Halloween, okay?
Oh, no, we not coming. Damn, I ain't getting to wear my Halloween costume. Listen,
you want to come to work, Babs?
No, I definitely don't.
Yeah, let's not come to work. We'll see y'all back.
Let's come to work on Wednesday, though. Can we do an early show? Can we do Wednesday?
Well, let's talk about it. I'm always down. But listen, y'all just stay tuned. Make sure you're following me at He is Oliver Twix, Babs at Brooklyn Babs, and we will have Dominique's Instagram and social medias, of course, plugged down in the description box for all of the corresponding videos she's appearing in. And until next time, my friends, be sure to parade and kegel. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.
And go vote. Go vote. Go vote. Go vote.
And go vote. Don't play. Go vote.